Hi there. So welcome back. And in this video, we're going to talk about the lessons that we have learned so far in 2024. Because geez, time really flies. We've almost reached the last quarter of this year. It's been hectic, it's been wild, but let's break the lessons so far for creative entrepreneurs to really take with us throughout the rest of the year. Let's go. So lesson number one is the clients that are really difficult, into detail, really find it difficult to pay you for an extra added euros are probably the one that are really going to be a hard time on you. They're going to take extra energy, extra time. They're going to take extra sweat. And usually if you or one of your team member is like, you know what? Is this really a good thing to consider? Should we really spend our time on this at this moment because time is really valuable? Then it's probably the question and the sign that tells you to just move on and probably take another project into consideration that will allow you to have the space to be creative, to really put your energy and effort into it and really be paid for it well. I've learned that lesson. Charlie, if you're at that point, next. Rule number two, or lesson number two. Lesson number two that brought me one is, listen, if you are too busy, it's going to affect your brand performance. It is so important that you have the opportunity to let your brand really be visible to your audience, whether it is through a dedicated newsletter or through a series of talks or through some engagement or even that phone call to some of your clients that you usually do, or even if it is a good and effective meeting, it is going to affect it. So what would really help is to really be dedicated to one of those moments that you could really cherish, to really devote it to your brand, like clock it in, build it in, just as important as it is for, let's say, your company performance or a client meeting, just so that you will not end up, running behind things that would just cost you a lot of time. Your brand needs your attention. It really does. Another one is self-development is crucial. Myself and a lot of entrepreneurs that are around, we end up starting the year saying, you know what, I'm going to dedicate my time to this, that. And then we end up being halfway throughout the year and not really being able to deliver, not really being able to give ourselves to a training or something that we chose. And it happens. It's just part of the road. But the main important thing is that at the end of each quarter, that you could really look back and look at yourself as you have performed better, as you have improved yourself. For me, I really have to put some fire in my butt, really put a condition to myself so that I could really be devoted to this thing that I really was going to work on. I reminded myself of it every day, every week, in my reflection and everything so that I could get things going. You don't have time to waste. Self-development is going to cause you to be better money, better person, effective strategies. Who doesn't need that? Come on. Lesson number 4 is probably one that I would love to be putting on lesson number 1, but I put it on number 4 because events is not relevant for everybody. But here it is. Don't rely on events. The pandemic has really taught us that, when it comes to events, you just have to be flexible. Flexible of organizing something really strategic, taking it on to the online world, the online space, or maybe doing it both. So much effort and energy is put in events, and it's just a risky thing to do overall. But in these times, you should not be surprised if something gets canceled, or you have to redo a particular event, or you just have to reschedule because it's more effective, or something just happened. Really be ready to face, unexpected times. You got this. The last lesson is never stop networking. Never stop networking. Networking is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Though it's not everybody's cup of tea, networking is something that can really make that difference. Allow you to stay on top of mind of people, shareholders, people around you, new clients, new opportunities. even though you might not have time to dedicate it fully on going to events and doing this here and there, do select and take the time out to be strategic with the kind of events that you go to, or maybe the moments where you are in an area and you speak to a lot of people that could really be good for you. Don't forget that lesson. Creative entrepreneurs, these are the main lessons that we take on so far, or that I take on so far. We still have a few months to go. Be ready for surprises, be flexible, especially as creatives. Nothing really goes according to the perfect plan. However, the plan is really going to sustain you to be better, be the best version of what your business is. Let's go. Hi there. I am Augustina Austin, and are you a founder or an expert and you want to start or grow your brand to make money, create more opportunities, or create a sustainable career? That you might want to sign up for the Expert Brand. Well, I take you through specific and customized coaching on how and where to start your brand and grow it to that next level. More information, visit www.myexpertbrand.com, find out more, or get yourself a free call and we'll talk about your brand.